Alright, let's check out the AKE with the Korean 75 round drum. What happened there? Yep, that little fella. I tried it in the KS-47. It was junk. It's still junk, so I'm surprised it made it through any rounds at all. So, alright, here we am, trying to go over my frustration. Take a review on those, see what it does and does not like. Pretty old nickel boron bolt carrier group there. That bolt hole up and working on the AC Unity still. That over there is what's used. This is, I have no idea. Y'all never got what particular 40 rounder was. Shooting a little low, but that's probably due to this thing being sighted in further than where I'm shooting. There we go, there's another one. And we've got 30 round AC Unity. See how she goes in there. Locks in tight, so it works with that. Open. So the AC Unity mags, they're decent little range mags to say the least. This is East German 30 rounder. Shouldn't be no problem out of these, old military surplus. Knock the target off there on one side. Get a little stupid with it. I'm really not trying my damnedest to hit that every time. This is all of our favorite, the Bakelite. If this gave me an issue, I'd be surprised. See if I Look at that. What is that? 30 rounds. Another one down. This is that cheap Bulgarian stuff. I heard they can break the lugs because they are, in fact, a plastic lug that locks in, not steel. So. Range mag only, I don't care what anybody says. Freaking ALG trigger is amazing. Another 40 rounds. Standard issue American equipment right there. Let's get a little warm, huh? This is our mag pull. Whew. Ow, it's hot! I bought these at a gun show. These are Chinese flatbacks. Tried to run one of these in the KS-47. I had an issue with it not wanting to feed. I got with the guys on one of the AK groups on Facebook, and they said to, do what I was going to do, pull it apart. I thought this was like some kind of paint that's on here, and I can't tell, but tried to hit it with some type of blaster and get it to strip out, and it wouldn't come out. So if it works in the AK, great, but it was not wanting to work inside of the KS-47. So let's see. I ain't gonna lie, kind of surprised this thing's not trying to cook off yet. Kind of felt dumb holding it in the air just now because I keep touching that dang that little guy right there. Keep touching that because this thing is hot, son. You can't tell. I kind of wonder if she's gonna cook off. It does have the cold hammer forged FN barrel. So let's see, I'll pop this guy back out and I'll let it take a break because she's freaking warm. Like, I'm having trouble holding on to the plastic guard here, but I'm gonna pick this up and try the GF3. Let's see. There's that. Set that down. Let it cool off for a second. I want to see what the impulse difference is between it and this. So, GF3's got all of its old furniture off of that. So that's working. That definitely, the included stock that comes on this, that's on here now, I'm definitely feeling the recoil, you know, with the cheek weld versus this thing. It is just, I don't know. The cheek weld with this is awesome. So I'm very happy with that with the irons anyway. So with the irons on this, I mean, it's so identical, but with this, I'm actually having to pull down, drop my face down, versus this thing, I'm drawing it up, it's real natural. So, that's not a plus or minus for this guy compared to just the Magpul versus CNC Warrior. I did wrap mine with some of the paracord, you know, did try to get it like a gray look to match the furniture, but damn, that thing got me good. Look at that. That's where my thumb contacted that little feather right there. So, you know, what's that, what we call AK things. I am, in fact, you know, traditionally came from preferring ARs, and now I'm a sucker for a Galil Ace because it's my thing. But, try to let that thing cool off. So, like I said, nickel boron bolt carrier group. Everything's nickel boron coated there. Same side mount rail as your GF3, so it does have in common. Same thing, same rear leaf is identical, side by side, but the front sight post is different. So front sight post and then gas block here versus the GF3, versus the AKE. You see there's our differences. You know, like I said, they're not identical as far as that goes. And then upside on this little fella right here is, I'm gonna point this at me. Upside right here, you can see it is cold hammer forged FN. Here's your barrel rate. That is currently, as far as they're saying, as far as I know, this is the only AK you can get with a FN barrel. All right, chrome line FN cold hammer forged. So that's your main differences. And then the ALG trigger is stupid. Let me see. That charging handle is, it's still touchable, but the plastic hand guard, this thing, she got warm, fellas. I don't know why, but yeah, I've been super excited to get a hold of this thing. Orders dropped. I was sitting there watching it like a hawk. As soon as it said in stock at like 3:05 in the afternoon, whenever they released, I was like, add to cart, buy it, check out now, make sure I got one on the way. I will do a little bit of accuracy testing today once I get in jack my jaw about stuff. The back of this is just like your GF3. It does have the little fella right there, what they call the puzzle piece. All right, puzzle. So it'd be cool. Are they going to have this in pistol form? Yes, they're supposed to have the AKE and 6. It'd be another strange thing to be a collection of ammunition. It's not common. That's why I don't have a 6.5 Grendel yet. I'll get one. I will run it. I'll put it on film so y'all can see it, because, you know, I do this YouTube channel. It's fun, but I do it for y'all. All right, so I'll be buying stuff that I don't care to have. You know, I'll turn around to sell it or whatever I got to do. But whatever I can do to be just another guy out there to say, well, that's what he says about this, and it didn't do, whatever. Okay, because I want to be one of multiple sources for you guys. That's why I started doing this. I was like, man, I'm hungry for knowledge and experience on this platform, that platform. And I'd come up dry sometimes after looking at 2 or 3 people's reviews. And it's, you know, some of the big name guys out there, they're busy. They take forever to get around, you know, some of these big channels, and it happens. Some of them are on top of stuff quick, some aren't. So I try to get the odds and ends that's cheaper, that guys that are in, you know, my pocketbook range that understand we ain't got a ton of money, buy it, play with it, put it on film, let y'all see it, see what I think. I'm an average guy. I'm not a competitive shooter. I'm not none of that. So here I am, bam, AKE, let you look at it. I was tearing up still pretty good for pulling that trigger pretty quick when I was trying. I'm kind of impressed with that. I will say the action on this, it's still, right there. It'll stick barely, where the GF3, I can pull it back, and I mean, it doesn't take much to make that thing stay right there and catch. Some guys tell me you can actually polish down the back of that hammer so it'll not catch like that. I don't care, it doesn't bother me because I never pull it back and just come back forward. I just let it go, and it's all, I wanted to drop this thing fourth quarter, and it didn't happen. They actually, what had happened, from what I was told, is they got it, put it together, ran it. They just weren't quite happy with the performance of the barrel. They wanted to make sure when you got one of these, you were outdoing one of these. I mean, the GF3 is good, it's fine, but they wanted to make sure barrel that's going to last forever, but they wanted to make sure that it's going to really just, you're getting your money's worth versus the standard model. So, and I knew a lot of stuff was coming. Knew about the Jackal, I knew stuff like that, and but some stuff I did not know. They can only cover so much whenever we was there anyway, and some stuff they didn't want to talk about. I do upgrade this to a gray battle-worn front rail, but man, the Magpul's done a great job maintaining that heat with that little piece of metal in there to protect it. I can tell up here on the side rails, this is getting hot, being exposed, being from the radiant heat, because that shield's just down in the groove. But I mean, so I did over 300 rounds just through this just now. Man, the KS-47, after 3 mags, and it's got a metal handguard, I'm having trouble. And I mean, so that thing like 90 to 120. I'm having to hold the magazine. So this went damn near triple that, and I was still able to hold the damn thing here. So a lot of people talk shit all they want about Magpul. The damn thing is doing an exponential job over, what I would have been using on the KS-47 with the, I've never ran one of those with the plastic handguard, ever. Never ran one that tight. So otherwise, hope you liked what I've got mine set up here with, and I think it's cool enough now. I'll put 2 more mags through it, and then we'll probably see if I can back up, and I'll put this fella on there. I want to get this 5X. I want to get it dialed in. It's primary arms, and then I've got my side rail mount. That is from RS Regulate. I don't care what anybody says. That dude is better than Midwest Industries will ever be. So let's see. I do have my sight tool. I'll try it at 100 yards and see where it's at, because here I'm actually having to aim high. So let's see. Actually having to aim pretty high on to the top of the target to hit right now. At this distance, we're probably only like 40 yards back, so Oh, I knocked the target off. 7.62 is beating these targets up. Alright. Give me issues, I was going to buy new strings. But, so far they're working. Let's see. Right at the top of anything that I see white, I'm having to, right on top of it. So that's where it's at the box. Right to left seems to be fine. When I back up way back there, I will try the irons just to see, give me an idea. I'll probably cut film, set it up, run a few rounds with it, see what it does with the iron sights, just so y'all know out of the box what mine's looking like. And then I'll put my 14 power, the 12 power. Yeah, it's 14 power Vortex optic I've got. So I'm put that on here and let this guy cool off. And I've got toll ammo, Monarch, and I have some surplus here today. All right, I would like to run this through what I ran this through. If you remember, it's like 7 different kinds of ammo. I did some premium line stuff. While I was getting all this ammo to come run this thing today, I totally forgot to get some good stuff. So have to tune in next week for that. Next week I should have a 50. Check that out too. So that way you guys will be able to see what it does with some good stuff, because I'm sorry I dropped the ball, so today's episode will not include that. So right now we're going to cut film, back up, set this thing up, go paint targets and repair them, and I will see what it does with three different kinds. I actually got 4. I do have some 8N3 from Tolo with toll ammo. Even though it's toll as well as this toll ammo, I'll run it just because, you know, just because we want to know. But I do have some surplus, thank God, so I can test that. And so yeah, we will be right back in a minute. Alright, we are here at the 100-yard mark, so we're going to do this thing again and see how she does. 14 power Vortex Venom. Turns out I had a couple more rounds in here that I could use, so we're going to do 5 different things. Got the toll ammo, cheapo. What's this one? The 122 grain, nothing spectacular. I have the 8N3 from toll ammo. Then I have some, what's this? Malaysian or something. It's just some surplus brass. Then I've got some Winchester white box. And then I have the Winchester Hog. This was disappointing for the price. So I'm going to try to go slow. I got the barrel nice and cool right now. I had to let it cool off for a little bit because I was, you know, having trouble getting this thing sighted in just because the mount's new to me and everything. So she's where I need to be now. So let's try these 3 first. Toll ammo. I'll send that out and my base back. Got a funny angle here uphill. So all right, let's see. Toll ammo is horrible. I'm just like trying to move so bad, it had me wondering if the mount's loose. Jesus. All right, 8N3. Also, toll ammo is fine. Let's see here. Wish it was always like that. I just knocked out the orange. Man, that's rough. Barrel's warm already, so let that cool off for a second while we chat. Okay, so far I've not found any magazines that are giving me issues. I did have a problem trying to find my Korean magazines that weren't that trash drum. Those usually worked in the GF3, so I'm going to assume that they should work in this. I don't know why they wouldn't. I thought I had a couple 40s. I thought I just can't find them. I don't know if maybe I didn't like the way that they didn't work in my KS47 and threw them in the dumpster for all I know. But so far that doesn't look very good because it's toll ammo and this is an AK variant and it is a stamped receiver, not milled. If you want accuracy, get you, you know, milled receiver and it's going to keep things straight and do a lot better job. But I'm going to see if give it a chance to cool off a little bit does us any favors. It might not. I don't know. Usually I just blow right through it. I guess I'm just gonna say hell with it. Let's just keep going. I didn't do that to none of the other ones. I just know, you know, I usually like to see how they do as is. So let's not change that. Let's see here. Okay. That surplus actually did pretty well, and our, was that the AC Unity mag still doing its job locking open. Winchester white box. This stuff is expensive because it's Winchester and it's 7.62x39 and it's brass. So this stuff actually usually disappoints for the price, to be honest. No contact. No contact. That one was low. So I will probably redo that group since it's just shooting low, just because that's where it's landing, and it's, you know, actually supposed to be some thought and effort into that ammo. So here's a Winchester Hog. I'm gonna see. Kind of scared about this one because, damn, I'd hate to waste these last 3 rounds of this. So we'll see. Yep, miss. Alright. That stuff's all over the place too, so that right there, Winchester Hog, is absolute garbage in an AK, but the same damn ammo, if you follow my channel and some other videos, that stuff went 1-inch groups with the 16-inch KS-47 at the end of like a 21-shot string. It's ridiculous. Hot ass barrel still went 1-inch. Was it a fluke? You know, I only do 3-round groups because that tests the rifle, 5 tests the shooter. That's my philosophy. But I like to run it and see what the barrel's doing to get hot. Lo and behold, I backed it up with the 10.5-inch variant. The son of a gun goes 1.5-inch group at the same shot string. I was like, holy hell, the KS-47 is not a punk. You know, if you're getting a nice rifle for the price. AKs are AKs. They just, for me, I'm not a marksman by any means, and they just move all over the damn place. So, alright, we're going to go check things out down there. I'm just highly disappointed that some of this stuff's moving around so bad it actually is missing 8-10-inch plates. You know, it is an AK, but alright, we'll go back down range and see you in a minute. Alright, we're down here, 100-yard mark. This right here. That guy right there was the base old tool ammo, and it went, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.25 inch. 5.25 inch group on that. The 8M3 tightened up. It actually went 3.5-inch group out of the 8M3. Tool ammo, not too shabby. This was the surplus, which did fairly well. Did 2.5-inch group. Not too bad for surplus. I do have some more of the Winchester white box. Let this thing cool down some more and see what it'll do, because that's not MOA. That's a hit and a couple misses. This right here, 1, 2, and a miss down here from the expensive Winchester Hog. I wish I had some more of that, just let it cool off, try again. But that's your results right now for this. I'm gonna go back down there. This thing's getting where she's nice and cool. I do have some more of that Winchester white box. I'm gonna put her on Big Boy over here and see how it does on this one. So if I'm aiming here, I've got a lot more volume to try to miss, because I want to know, see what it does with a cool barrel. We're experimenting with this new thing, and I likes it. It's not too bad. I like it, and it's pretty. So, all right, we'll be right back in a minute. All right, we got three shot groups of this stuff. Why not? We're here. See what we'll do with this whole overpriced Winchester white box. Much better. That right there was all she wrote. So we're going to go down there and check that one more time just to see what she looks like. See you in a minute. Alright, last time. Not too shabby. We are at respectable. Here we are. I think that's not too bad. 2 inches. I want to say this is probably the best group I've ever got out of a Palmetto State Armory AK variant to date. Best on the GF3 was probably, what, 2.75 maybe? So this is better. 2-inch group, not too shabby. As you see, followed up here, she was still kind of cool. Went 2 inches and an 1/8 right there. And with more heat, she got ugly. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. 4 inches. So not too bad. Winchester white box, cold hammer forge, AKE. And I don't even know how to shoot. So I mean, that's not too bad, especially for an AK variant. So, all right, hopefully this is good for y'all. Didn't waste your time. Give you a little first look at this thing. Average guy doing my thing. So swing on by texas2avideo.com. Check it out. Check out the new website. Give me feedback. See what you think. It's fresh. It's new. I got a lot of work to do on it, but I'm evolving through time, trying to go on to do a lot of great things for 2020. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subbing. If you've already subbed, help me break that 1,000 mark. I'm just going to keep on going. I appreciate everything y'all do for me. Catch y'all next time.